Are you tired of your guitar buzzing or going out of tune all the time? Do you want to save up to $100 every time you set up and intonate your guitar? Do you want to have your $200 guitar sound like a $10,000 vintage guitar? If you answered yes to any or all of the questions I've just asked you, then this video is for you. I'm going to show you how to properly change your strings, clean your guitar's fretboard, and how to set it up so that it does not buzz and does not go out of tune. Hi, I'm Walter from the World of Guitar channel, where I teach you how to increase your enjoyment and understanding of the guitar. In today's video, I'm going to show you how to change guitar strings and clean the fretboard of a Stratocaster type guitar. This will be the first in a series of videos where I show you how to properly clean, set up, and intonate your guitar so that your playing is easier, your guitar feels better, and it stays in tune with no buzzing. Okay, let's get started. It is best for you to do your string change and set up on a table or work surface. Typically, I would do this in my garage workshop, but this video is being made in the middle of winter and it's freezing outside. Not great for the wood, so I'll be doing it indoors. You can improvise, and I'm sure many of you have to if you live in an apartment, a condo, a basement. So first off, find a clean and level surface. It is easiest to remove your strings using a string winder. I'll put a list of the tools that I use for this entire process in the description below. You can support the neck just below the nut and then start unwinding the strings. I will start with the low E string and then go all the way to the high E string. When you have enough slack on each string, then lift the string over the tuning peg and unwind with a few circular twists. You can then cut the string just at the tuning peg. You may also have to unscrew the back cover on the underside of the guitar in order to get the strings out. A pro tip, don't throw your strings out. You can use each one to floss the nut once you install your new set of guitar strings. I will show you how to do this in a subsequent video. After you have your strings off, we will use painter's tape and we're going to tape off the neck pickup as well as the nut. Okay, and now you can cut the strings. So I'll cut each of them. And you can see also, we can try and get the strings through the back of the guitar here, but if it doesn't want to go through the back, then you may have to move this back guard here. So I can see already I'm going to have a bit of an issue, so I'm going to unscrew the back guard here, and then we'll be able to get the strings out. So now the back guard can come off, and now the strings can come out easily. And remember, you can use these strings to file down the nut a little bit of flossing, and I'll show you how to do that in a subsequent video. Okay, so after you have your strings off, we'll use this painter's tape, and we're going to tape off the neck pickup as well as the nut. And the reason why we're taping off is that when we use 4/0 steel wool, which is really fine grade steel wool, we don't want the filings to contact our magnetic pickups. Okay, so with the 4/0 steel wool, you're cleaning your fretboard and you're polishing your frets at the same time. Some guitar techs will use contoured fretboard guards like this, which you can buy online for about $15 for a set of 3. And I would definitely use these on a Gibson Les Paul with inlays. If you would like me to make a video on how to clean, set up, and intonate a Les Paul, please let me know in the comments below. So we can put this fretboard guard over the fret, and we can actually polish the frets this way. We can also use this 2000 Grit Sandpaper as well. And if you're going to use this, you definitely want to use these fretboard guards. So that's what I'm going to do right now with this maple neck, is I'll put this over the fret and I'll start polishing. And I'll demonstrate with the first couple of frets here for you. Polishing the frets now, and I want to be careful that I don't polish any part of the fretboard itself with the sandpaper. I'm only going to use the sandpaper on the fret, so I have the fretboard guard over top of it. If this video is helping you, I'd really appreciate it if you'd strum the like button so it can reach more guitar players and musicians like yourself. If you want to learn more tips about how to take care of your guitar, how to play amazing licks, and get great sounds out of your guitar, please subscribe to my channel so you'll know when I release my next video. Okay, with the frets polished, we're now going to clean the fretboard and get rid of some of the dirt that's on there using the 4/0 steel wool. Now this process is going to take a bit of time, and this is really an unfinished neck, so what we're going to do is we can use the steel wool because it's an unfinished neck, and then we're going to put on the oil to rejuvenate it and to protect the neck. So this takes a while. You want to be careful. You don't want to be too aggressive. You don't want to leave tremendous scratch marks, and you want to go in the direction of the grain of the wood, which is going in this direction. So we want to make sure that we have the steel wool going in that direction. We also want to make sure that we don't use the steel wool over the edges of the guitar or on the horn around the guitar, because that will be detrimental to the playing. So we want to make sure that we keep it just on the surface of the fretboard. Okay, so once that's done, you need to get rid of the steel wool. Now, sometimes people will go the very quick and dirty way and just use a cloth to wipe it off. I wouldn't recommend that because you could put some of the filings into the wood. What I recommend is you either vacuum it or you blow it off using an air compressor. And that's what I'm going to do now. I'm going to blow it off using an air compressor, and then I'll come back and we'll look at cleaning the guitar and then rejuvenating the neck with oil. Okay, so now that we've blown off the excessive filings from the steel wool, I'm now going to remove the painter's tape, and then we're going to clean the guitar body, and then we will rejuvenate the neck by oiling it. Okay, so the next thing you want to do is clean off the body. So I have this Dunlop 65 guitar polish and cleaner. And what you do is you spray 1 to 2 pumps onto a clean cloth like this shop towel here. And then we're going to wipe the guitar clean. And if you want to use gloves, you can. So you can see there's a lot of grime. And we're going to try and get this so this is clean. With these lace sensor pickups, I'm trying not to get on them, but I will try and clean around them as best as possible because it gets very dusty in between the pickups. Now, you can also remove the volume and tone controls if you want to and clean them off. But what I'm going to do is I'm just going to clean on top of them right now. I'm also going to clean the sides of the body, and then I'm going to turn it over and I'm going to clean the back of the guitar as well too. Now we're going to protect and rejuvenate the neck with oil. In this case, we're going to use a butcher block oil. It's called Watco, and this specific oil is used for the inside of salad bowls, so it is safe for you to use on this neck. Now you can use a shop towel. I'm going to pour some of this oil onto the shop towel, and then I'm going to start wiping the neck from the 1st fret all the way down to the 22nd fret. So once you pour the oil on, it's probably a good idea just to press a little bit so you don't have too much running, so it's a little bit dry, and then you can start applying gently onto the surface of the neck. Now you may have to do this a second time with the oil, and that's fine. You just want to make sure though that you don't have free-flowing oil all over the neck. You just want to have it fairly liberally applied but with some control. Go in the reverse direction, just making sure that the oil is getting on the neck in between the frets. And once I have that done, what I'm going to do now is just buff it. Okay, now you should wait at least 4 hours before you restring your guitar with your new guitar strings. I'm going to wait overnight, and then we're going to restring this Stratocaster in the morning. Okay, so now that that's done, We're going to wait at least 4 hours or overnight before we install our new set of guitar strings. In my next video, I'll be showing you how to install your new set of guitar strings so they're locked into position and they don't go out of tune. If this video has helped you, I'd really appreciate it if you'd strum the like button so it can get out to more guitar players and musicians like yourself. If you want to learn more tips about how to take care of your guitar, how to play amazing licks, and how to get great sounds out of your guitar, please subscribe to my channel so you'll know when I release my next video. Thank you for watching. See you in my next video.